Hey y'all, hey, how are you doing? So today's live, we're going to talk about 3 mistakes that is hurting your hair routine. And I thought this was a really great topic to talk about as I'm working with clients and I'm, getting an understanding of what their issues are. One of the things that I'm noticing is that many women skip their hair care routine or they don't have one because they feel like their hair routine, it just takes too long. And really it's the opposite. If you have a hair routine and you're consistent with it, it shouldn't take you no time at all. So I want to just touch base with you guys really quick and just go over a few things that could be hindering why you're having trouble, being consistent with your hair routine. Uh-oh. Okay. So first I just wanted to remind you guys that having a hair routine, first of all, if you want healthy hair, it won't grow overnight. And so the only way that you're going to be able to see the results that you're looking for is that you have to be consistent. So what do I mean by that? Meaning, I know we have a tendency, we'll get some products or we'll try some supplements, some hair supplements, and you'll take it, you'll only be good for maybe a week or maybe 30 days, and then you fall off for whatever reason. So that's tip number one of the things that's hindering you, is that you're going to have to be consistent with it in order to see the results. And so one of the things that you can do is put this on your calendar until it becomes a habit for you. And so as you've heard, repetition is the thing. So once you start making it a habit, you're doing it on a regular basis, then it becomes accustomed to you. You start to get faster with it. And, it just becomes second nature to you, just like when you're brushing your teeth. And it's like, in the beginning, it's always just like when you're starting something new, it's always going to feel like a hassle. But until you get the swing of it and you be intentional about it, then that's when you're going to see the results. Second thing that I've noticed with clients is that they do a routine. So meaning, like, they'll buy product, but they won't use the whole product. For instance, I'll have a lot of clients say, well, I'm only buying shampoo, I'm not going to use a conditioner. And I'm like, well, that's fine, because I know depending on your certain style that you have, not everybody's hair requires it. Like for me, I'm wearing locks right now, and so I shampoo mostly, and then I'll use a leave-in conditioner, a spray kind. I won't put the actual cream in my hair or whatever, because I want my hair to lock. But when you are having your routine, you want to have all of your products. So you can't just get one without the other, because everything works off one another. It builds on one another. So you always want to have a cleanser, so that will be your shampoo. And behind your shampoo, you want to have your conditioner, because we know that the shampoo is designed to, again, cleanse your hair. So once you have cleansed your hair, you've got all the debris off of it, you've got the product built off of it. Now you need to go back in and moisturize and condition the hair, make it soft and supple. And then you need to detangle your hair. And then you want to put back in your moisturizer and your sealant. And I think what happens is, now that there's so many products on the market, you just get oversaturated and don't know what to use. And so I teach my clients, just go back to the basics. So if you just have those 4 things that I mentioned, your shampoo, conditioner, moisturizer, and sealer, that's fine. That's all that you need. Keep the basics. And then depending on how you wearing your hair, if you're natural, you may want to have a cream or whatever hair gel that you may like. If you're doing, your twist styles, or if you're having like, a spiky look and you got short hair and you like to have spikes or what have you. But that's going to be another determining factor that I see as mistakes that, the clients are making, is that, they're overwhelming themselves with all these products when you just need to go back to the basics, go back to being simple. And also remember, having a lot of products on your hair isn't necessarily going to help it to grow or anything. It's what you're doing internally inside your body that is helping your hair to grow. So it's really not the products. The products are just tools just to help keep your hair moisturized. But in the end, ultimately, it's what's going on the inside of your body that is going to have your hair to grow healthy and what you're looking for. Third mistake that I've noticed with people are having trouble keeping a consistent hair regime is they're not cleansing their hair enough. And what do I mean by that? Well, our bodies change over time. Your hair needs change over time. So depending on the style that you may have, it's going to require different cleansing. You may have to cleanse more often. So for me, like, I have my locks and I work out, so my lifestyle is very active, and so I have to wash and shampoo my hair more frequently versus when I was just doing like maybe my twist outs, and it could hold a little longer, so I wouldn't have to shampoo as often. And I find that this is hurting a lot of women, especially if you're wearing extensions. This can really do harm to your scalp, because you think just because you may have a protective style such as your extensions that you don't have to do anything else to maintain or continue to keep your hair healthy, and that's not the case. And so that is what will cause you to get out of routine and be comfortable not taking care of your hair. So I know that that's the purpose of a protective stylist, so that you don't have to, fuss and bust with your hair as much. But it's very important to take care of your hair underneath. There's no reason why you should be wearing the protective style, but then when you take it out, because you've had it in so long that, it's a struggle getting the hair out. Your hair is very matted, clumped together, and then once you, spend extra hours trying to detangle it, whereas if you had been taking care of it and had, a consistent regimen all along, your hair wouldn't get to that point. So I do hope that this has helped you and given you a little bit of understanding of the 3 mistakes that are hindering your hair regimen right now, and that how you can use what I just suggested to help get consistent on a regimen. So if you find that what I just described helps you, please give me some feedback and let me know how what I suggested here, if it's helping you. So again, I'm going to say, number 1, you want to put yourself on a calendar, and so you can start making your routine a habit. Number 2, you want to cleanse, condition, detangle, moisturize, and seal. So just go back to the basics. You don't need all these products for your hair. Remember, less is better. You just need the basics, and you need to be consistent in doing your hair. And then number 3, last but not least, you may need to cleanse your hair more frequently. So you may need to do your routine more frequently. So you may have to do your hair twice a week, or you may have to do it once a week, but definitely not going too long of a period where you're going 4 weeks and months out and not cleansing and taking care of your hair. So these are the things that you're going to have to do to heal your hair from the inside out and to get it to grow long.